welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Michelle Expert, and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel and that is coming. It is still the season to be jolly, and I know that some of us are still working and will probably be free after the 15th or so, depending on where you work. So yeah, we're still like pushing on and just trying to make sure that we, fight the good fight for the last few days until we get on holiday, like the children. I can't wait. I definitely can't wait. However, if you've been on this channel, welcome to the Vlogmas edition. We are doing 22 lessons that we learned in 2022, and man, this has been so awesome for me because it's given me an opportunity to reflect a lot around what I learned this year and the lessons I want to take in the following year and how I can actually better my upcoming year. So super awesome, absolutely am loving it, and if you are too, let me know in the comment section below. So today I was actually reminded of something that happened to me, I think 2019, I don't remember. But when I got my first brand deal, so with me, what happened is that I had like quite a great following and engagement on Twitter, because you guys know I like talking a lot. So I literally used to just talk with my thumbs, create threads, and just build a community over there. And that's what I managed to do. And then while that kind of snowballed into brands approaching me, but wanting me to do work on Instagram. And I thought to myself, there's a lot of money here. That's how I started focusing on Instagram. But I remember when I got my first deal, I had 3,000, if not even less. I think I had just a little bit less than 3,000 followers on my Instagram. And the brand deal, to be honest, you guys, wasn't big, but it also was not small. I think that brand paid me like 4,000 Rand for 2 posts, 4,000 Rand for 2 posts. That's what the brand paid me. And to be honest, that really kind of unlocked a new thing in me, because every time I do something and I realize that you can make money, I'm just like, okay, let's go. How do we make it better? How do we do it? And how do we show up? And how do we make sure that we monetize the heck out of this thing? And Instagram for me was one of those things. And it goes back, actually goes to the lesson that I want to share with you guys, that it's not a numbers game. That for me was the biggest lesson, one of the biggest lessons that I learned this year, that social media, and I think creating a community, is not a numbers game. And this is what I mean by it, and this is also what I've learned, is that you do want the thousands and the hundreds of people to eventually follow you and to be part of your community, right? However, the process and the journey to that means that it is not a numbers game, because we underestimate having 10, 50, 100 people watching your YouTube video or your YouTube channel being subscribed to you, but we don't actually take those people as people. Like, it's not numbers, it's people. And that's how I've had to kind of channel myself to continuously be motivated, even when the numbers are not coming, even when things are not looking like, or even on something that I thought would go viral because I think it's so fruitful is not going viral. It's just to realize that it is not a numbers game, but it's a people's game. It's an impact game. And when you channel your mind to it being an impact game and a people game, you realize that you're no longer phased with how many views you get, you're no longer phased with how many likes you get or how many people follow you, but you're phased with the impact that you get to bring in your community. When I think when I even grew to like 3,000 something followers, right, I believed that I had so much impact within that small community, because my engagement was also very good and also very high, that people that were part of my community would consistently kind of comment, and their comments were not just hearts being on my posts, but they were actually them kind of speaking to me and sharing what they thought about this caption and the experience that they had, and that's what community is about. If you are able to touch people's lives, and if you're able to actually impact people in a positive way, you won't have to worry about numbers, but you will be worried about the impact that you're bringing into the community. And that is the lesson that I learned, that I also am just trying to, or I want to impart with you in this video, that in you growing your brand and growing your business, you need to realize that it is not a numbers game, but it's an impact plus people game. So that means that even if you've got one person consistently commenting on your thing saying that you're changing their life and you help them do this, that one person is enough, because that one person is going to bring you 10, and those 10 are going to bring you 100. Those hundreds are going to bring you other thousands of people that will eventually find you, and that you can grow your community. But stop feeling pressed and wanting to give up on the YouTube channel, on the social media platform, on the Instagram, or whatever it is, because you feel like people are not watching and you don't have the numbers that you need. Stop that. Just realize that even the one that shares your content and that watches is more than enough. And even if you get to do it for them, that's absolutely fine. But you know that you will not always do it for them, because if you remain constant, if you remain consistent, it's not constant, if you remain consistent and you focus on the value that you're bringing to your community, those numbers are going to increase. And obviously strategy is part of it, but more than anything, it'll be useless to implement a strategy when you actually don't have the impact, and you don't want to change people's lives, and you don't want to impact people in a positive way. So it just starts with you impacting those people. In a previous video, I shared with you guys how I got onto the YouTube Black class of 2022. For me, again, that was just a testimony. That is not a numbers game, but it's an impact game, because impact gives you engagement. Impact gives you people consciously commenting and letting you know and engaging with you in a way that you want, and in a way that also helps you create more content for them. So that becomes 100% super important. So yeah, guys, that's really one of the 22 lessons that I learned in 2022, is that it's not a numbers game. You focus on the impact, and when we impact, the numbers will eventually come. So thank you so much for watching this video so far. If this is a lesson that you also are struggling to learn, I promise you are going to get it right, because the numbers are always going to come. Let me know in the comment section, has this been a lesson that you had to learn? Is this something that you're currently working through and struggling with right now? Let's chat about it in the comment section. I love you guys so much. Happy Vlogmas, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.